Justin, looking trim.
Yes, sir.
How'd the off season treat you, man?
It was really good. They had us out there working out every morning in the summertime, you know what I'm saying? So hanging out with the boys, getting sweaty, all that, eating right. So it was fun.
Last year you were intermittent in your playing time, right?
Yep.
Why was that, and how are you taking on a bigger role this year?
Yeah, so when I first got here from Oklahoma State, it was like my first week working out and I tore my meniscus. So just kind of battling back through that one with that injury. And then that defensive line room already had some good veteran guys, JT, Keanu, and then our young guys really stepped up really well. So it just kind of made more sense for me to get back to 100% with my knee and stuff like that, and then come back for the senior year.
So what's the total weight loss? What's the number? How much did you shed?
So last year I was weighing about 345, and this year I'm at 305. So yeah, it's been. Yeah, tell you what, shout out to my wife. She's been making chicken, avocado, really healthy stuff the whole time. Quit going to get ice cream, you know. I was on a no fun food diet, but it worked. So
was that the toughest thing, ice cream, cutting that out?
Yeah, I'm a big ice cream guy. I actually live out in Springville, so shout out Maggleby's for their chocolate cake. It's delicious, man. But yeah, that was after I had to really limit myself to maybe one cheat meal a week. And then, I've watched the pounds just fly off. Shout out to the strength conditioning team, too. They were, yelling at me the whole time, run harder, all that stuff, too. So it was a group effort, but, yeah, once I cut out the bad calories, it was pretty easy.
So what's it like playing at 40 less pounds?
Tell you what, I feel like I can run forever. So it's been a lot of fun. And just this defense in general, like Oklahoma State, we were a true three-down front, and so it was kind of not necessarily hold blockers, but it was hold blockers so the linebackers can make plays, where here it's like, dude, let loose and go have fun. So it's been just a lot more fun. Lower pad level, being able to run farther, just stuff like that. So plus all this offensive line might be the best offensive line in the country, and they're super athletic. So I was almost like a step behind when I was 340, and now we're all just on par with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Justin, speaking of the O-line, do you know what FTP stands for?
I tell you what, I've been with those guys for months, and I still have no idea. I just throw something out, make something up, It could be like for the popcorn, like they're putting on a show, something. I have no idea, and they won't tell me. So while we're in the middle of the play, I'll try to whisper in their ear and ask, but they're pretty secretive, those boys.
Do you have a favorite tech that you like to align in? 1, 3, 0? Where do you like to be?
I like to line up where I get the double team so everybody else can get the one-on-one. You know what I'm saying?
Self-sacrifice.
And then when I do get the one-on-one, it's finesse moves only. So if you see a lot of spin moves, just know that's my forte.
No bull rush, huh?
No, you
get the one-on-one, you're not going to bull rush.
But I'm more of a side scissors kind of guy. Hit him with the bear crawl move, I just try to throw things out there, see what happens. So
all that yoga work in the offseason helped you?
Exactly.
I knew it.
Yes. If you see me out there just doing some a backflip downward dog over someone, just know it was planned.
Justin, just dropping the weight, has it affected your ability to take on double teams, you feel like, at all?
I don't think so. It really luckily I was very blessed I didn't lose any strength. So I just lost a lot of the ice cream weight, and so it was really good. And then just the way his defense plays, too, like our linebackers, Cade, Ciale, Glasker, Jake, those boys, they're hitting the gap fast. And so our double teams, they last maybe 2 seconds max. So it's been we worry about the double teams, but we don't worry about it because it's just a hard bump and climb. And so as long as we can just stick that, it works out pretty good.
How do you feel like the defense reacted from the scrimmage on Saturday through this week? It seems like Kalani in the post-scrimmage was giving credit to all the running backs that had great days. How did the defensive line, the defensive front react?
I tell you what, we're a bunch of old guys, and so we all have been on teams where you get scored on. I've never seen a defense where they don't get scored on, and so having a team and a fall camp where the offense is really good and the defense is really good, it just kind of makes you look forward to the season, because if it was one-sided the whole time, it's that makes you nervous what the season looks like. And so just having the guys rally the troops and not we didn't lose composure or anything. Everybody kind of knew what we had to do, and then got everybody else on board and didn't let anybody panic or sink the boat. And we're flying around and making plays the same way. So it'll be good to get back in the stadium again tomorrow and give them a good run,
Does it mean anything to you to open against your former school, Utah Tech?
Yeah, how about that, man? Isn't that funny? Yeah, so when we played when I was at Utah Tech 2022, we played BYU, so it's kind of funny to go full circle and play those boys. It'll be fun.
Who do you like to match up against on the offensive line? Who typically gives you some fits and gives you a great look to prepare you for Big 12 play?
The All Big 12 center, Bruce Mitchell. That dude, yeah, he is phenomenal. That dude is, all of 6'4", 305 pounds. He plays with his pad levels, face mask on the ground half the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that dude is legit. Hard to bull rush, has a good frame, powerful. And then the problem with Bruce is he's always smiling too. And so even like he'll get me a couple plays, I'll get him a couple plays, and we sit right next to each other in the locker room. And it's just like, all right, dude, you want to go get some lunch? You know what I'm saying? So he is a dude who on the field, he wants to kill you, but off the field, I mean, you could call him at 2 a.m. and he'd answer. So
Is that part of the Kalani culture where you guys compete out here, but you guys love that love and learning in the locker room?
Yeah, for sure. And I think it just goes to like, in the locker room, we're all split up, so you're not with your position group. And in the team room, we're all sitting next to each other and stuff like that. And so just being able to be friends with everybody, it's like it doesn't matter if Bruce is calling a DB or a DB is calling, you know, a wide receiver, like everybody's friends. And obviously football, we're all competitors and stuff like that. And BYU plays a very physical brand of football. But then off the lines, it's like, I want to see you succeed just as much as you want to see me succeed. And so I do think that is a culture thing, and I do think the coaches do promote the lead with love very well, but at the same time, like we did come here to play football, so it's a physical game.
So many of these guys you play on the defensive side of the ball were here last year. Cade's one of the guys that wasn't. So what did you see from Cade that's impressed you?
Hey, that dude is a dog, and I tell you what, he showed up and immediately like flowed in the system perfectly, and he showed up the right way. He didn't come in and try to. He wasn't like overbearing or anything like that or try to impose like his ways. He just kind of came in, rode the wave, and then obviously he's a phenomenal football player, phenomenal leader, and I'm super excited that he is a Cougar this year. So.